officiallyurban.com.
Yeah, what's going on, people? It's Alex for Officially Urban here at Pi Radio, like I normally am, to speak about something epic that dropped over the weekend. More Life, Drake. He's already record breaking the single most streams for Spotify over 24 hours. I think he did 83 million.
Damn.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's Drake. It's More Life, and we're here to talk about it. Basically, I've got my compadres. Do you want to introduce yourselves, guys?
Yo, it's your boy DJ Win. DJ Win UK on all social medias.
I didn't ask you for the social medias, bro. PK.
Yeah, I'm PK Bracco. You'll know me off Pi Radio, NTS, all of that. At BRAK0161.
I'm not gonna out myself. To be honest, you should already know who I am. It's your boy Alex.
Wow.
I'm not gonna out myself. Google me. That's all I'm gonna say. But I'm out here, innit? I'm gonna put my 2 cents in today.
Alright, yeah. I mean, everyone's been giving a reaction, but I think I'd love to start by just getting everyone's first take on the album.
It's aight. It's aight.
I think it's groundbreaking.
Whoa, yo, you did chill, bro.
No, it is.
What's that? Oh, hold on. From left to right, so with you guys here, like, what do you think of More Life? Win.
It's aight. Like,
it's just alright.
It's alright. Like, it's not terrible, and it's not like the best that he's ever done.
Okay, fair enough. PK?
Yeah, in terms of like the actual music, like it is quite plain. Like there's not much going. Like there's a lot of highlights. Don't get me wrong, but it could have been a lot better.
Okay, you know what?
Like, yeah, we'll get to that.
We'll get to that. Okay,
so but
Michael,
I do think it's groundbreaking though.
So with the album, obviously it's very complex, innit? Let me break it down for all you novices out here. So the album is very complex in the sense that, you know, the album itself in terms of the music is quite alright, but the other things around it make it a bigger project in a sense.
Exactly. Okay. That's why it's groundbreaking.
What do you think makes it groundbreaking then?
Like the sense, like the whole UK thing. First
yeah,
off.
definitely.
The second off, like the way that he's taken a journey through the different genres.
Yeah.
Like it's not even just a rap album. It's like got all the UK funky. It's got some more trappy stuff.
Yeah.
It's got the Kanye West ones.
Yeah.
Like
I definitely understand why he made it called it a playlist.
Yeah.
Like from the first track, I realized, okay, I see what he means.
Okay.
Because obviously me and Jake on the same wavelength, innit?
Obviously.
But that's something else. But obviously, like, what he means by the playlist type of thing is like, obviously, he's sampled quite a lot of old school rhythms that people may be familiar with.
Yeah.
And also he's used some like familiar sounds, even from his old album.
Yeah.
So that's kind of why he's called it a playlist. Maybe it's some of his favorite songs from the recent times or whatever. So that's the kind of vibe I got from it. But the tracks, they're all right. Like with Drake, like I don't know, it's very UK influenced. This one definitely very UK influenced. Skepta's got his own track on there, and there's a lot of interludes. I think it's kind of like a homage type of thing, where he's giving a lot of people chances, even like from little as like Dave speaking at the end of one track to Skepta getting his own track and Giggs getting 2 features. So it's kind of groundbreaking for UK wise. Definitely will trickle down, but
I'm slightly disappointed that no one's impressed with the music.
The music is good, but it's like there's not one of them you could be like, yo,
yeah, but
that's one.
You said plain like
it was plain.
What, like no frills, like white bread.
As a producer, I could have produced a lot of the beats on there myself at home.
Okay, Mr.
Like,
Kanye.
especially like, I'm not like bringing myself up, but it's like they're very easy to make. They're not like, say you got some UK producers on it.
Yeah.
Like someone like, I don't know if you know him, but like Merlo, who did the Work remix.
Yeah.
Like people like that, if they were on it, it would just be sick.
But how are we judging
production-wise?
This is a question I want to put out there. How are we judging the actual project? Are we judging it as a project, or are we looking for standout tracks? Because for me, like you can actually play more live from the beginning to the end and not skip anything. Like,
I can't.
You can't.
No, I will skip something.
What are you skipping? Like, let's go. I'm gonna go through the track
go
list
through the track list
quickly. Yeah. So it starts with Free Smoke.
Yeah, that's calm.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll
Like,
probably
that
skip
starts
that.
off quiet.
I'll skip it halfway through.
You'll skip Free Smoke halfway through.
Yeah.
Wow,
I'll get
okay.
bored.
No long talk with gigs.
I wouldn't skip that.
I wouldn't. I'll skip it.
And then it goes into passion fruit.
I'd definitely skip that.
Nah, I'm not skipping that. I rate that. I quite like that.
I'll keep that halfway. To be honest.
Nah, I'm skipping Gyalchester, you know.
Yeah, I'll skip that
Because
definitely.
in terms of the music, that is not my favorite track at all.
You know what though? Like, here's where I think you guys are missing the trip because it's a playlist, isn't it? So
Yeah, I know.
the playlist kind of loses its value if you don't take it in entirety. Like the way you guys are sounding, it's like you read the book halfway and then you literally start just
No, but I've
picking
listened
up
to it all.
random pages.
There's a lot of tracks that don't need to be
Yeah.
there.
Like you go halfway.
Yeah. What, it's
like,
22
you've got-
tracks,
you've
innit?
got 22 tracks. You get to like
Yeah.
11, then you just go, oh yeah.
Yeah, I think
I'm gonna
there's
start bringing it from the
a
back.
lot of tracks on there. I'm not gonna lie. 22 tracks
Yeah,
is a
but
lot.
he's done that. He's done that for marketing purposes.
Long,
Because the way that charts work is that it's each track is like part of the album. So if
Yeah.
you've got more tracks, it's more plays, and you get a higher chart position
Yeah, but
than if
like,
you did 8 tracks.
yeah, but you're like, it sounds like you're disregarding certain tracks. Then do you think like, in terms of a playlist, you don't think like you think there are tracks that don't need to be there?
Yeah, of course. In every
wow.
Yeah,
album,
there's bare
in
tracks
most
that we-
albums,
What
there-
bare
there's a-
tracks?
Yeah.
Not bare. Because
Nah.
I'm looking through it now. There's a lot of sick tracks, but at the same time, there's a lot that don't need to.
So
be
what?
there.
What was the single on that? Is that Fake Love?
Yeah, Fake Love is
It's a
playing
single,
now.
innit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Portland? The one with the flute.
Nah. And when you look at it, yeah. So what? That's a single, innit? That's probably his power single out of all his albums.
Blem's.
So it has to be.
If he
so-
releases
When
Blem
you-
as a single, and
Yeah,
then
that's more of a single
that'll
than.
hit. That'll bang.
Yeah, but this is what I mean. Like, it comes like I come back to this point. Like, are you just looking for individual tracks?
No. I'm
I
saying
look at
obviously.
both ways,
Yeah,
yeah.
I look at both ways. Like with Drake, yeah, he's always had that one banger or even 2, 3,
Yeah.
and then you listen to the album and everything else is sick as well.
Yeah.
This one, there was no one banger, and everything was just alright.
I don't even
What
know.
do you mean
Fake
banger
Love.
though? Like
Like
terms of what?
so what? On his last project was Hotline Bling. What else was there?
One Dance.
One Dance.
Yeah.
One Dance is a
Controller.
banger.
There was
Yeah.
loads.
I
so
thought that was a dead album anyway. It was.
Yeah, but we've got Passion Fruit.
Was.
Passion Fruit's already going off.
Huh?
It is.
Where?
Yeah,
bro,
it is.
we're.
No, because the thing with the
I don't
last
think
album
it
is like all them tracks that are singles. He didn't need to make an album of them because they could have just been out as singles. Whereas this is a full-on project. Like I like this as a project. Yeah,
Okay.
I rate this more than them. By the way, like
Clearly, yeah,
Yeah, I do.
clearly.
That's a groundbreaking.
Like, so
it is groundbreaking, man.
I almost feel like, so where do you rate this in terms of Drake's discography?
second to last.
Second to last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the best Drake album then?
Take care.
Are we all in agreement with that?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have to be. I don't care.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say
give a-
this in terms of Drake's legacy as an artist.
Yeah.
This is his biggest one. In terms of his legacy, this is the one that
Okay.
has cemented him.
Finally, one thing you've said that I actually agree
This,
with.
I
this
don't
has
know.
cemented
I don't know
him
what
as an all-time great artist.
bro. I don't know what
No, I disagree.
paracetamol you
I
got
dis-
fed
Yo, I
today.
disagree.
I disagree
Or
completely.
bro,
Literally,
are you
the
high?
Guy, the guy has done
No,
some
no,
things
no,
on this
no,
album.
nah,
First
No,
off,
you know what? You
the
know what?
UK stuff.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Nah, I'm
Yo,
not.
the
I'm not with
UK's the guy made Young Thug speak English that we understand.
Nah,
Like,
I'm not with you on that.
Are you mad?
Oi,
I'm not with
Oi,
you.
do you know what?
Nah,
You
we're
can say
talking-
what you
we're
want.
talking about
I don't
his
co-sign-
hardest-
Hold on.
30 years time, you
Like,
can
no,
come
don't
back.
speak
and then-
over each other.
We're
but-
talking about his hardest like project. Like not looking at Take Care because Take Care is like music that's the hardest that he's ever.
Yeah, no,
ever
not
came in.
disputing that.
Um,
But remember
but-
what PK said is this is legacy defining.
Legacy.
Why do
I'll
you
say
disagree?
views.
I'll say
Yeah, but that's not
The
legacy.
way he
I'll-
plucked that out. He had
Yeah.
like the whole of Canada putting that out.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like when Stormzy put like billboards everywhere. That's what I would say.
Yeah,
yo,
yeah,
that's-
yeah, yeah.
But
That's
That's his
that was
Toronto
more,
legacy.
That was more a label push more than it was
Was it?
anything else. Like, come on, that
But
doesn't happen. You don't get.
did you notice? Yeah, after Drake put that views from the 6 thing, yeah, he put the numbers in. Everyone started using numbers. everybody started using numbers.
What do you mean numbers in terms?
As in from names, the rap artist names to I'm from this number, this is my postcode, this is that.
No, they've been doing that.
No, I'm telling you right.
Postcodes.
But when did that album come out? What, 2015 was it?
Yeah, but when have people been
I'm
using
telling you right
postcodes
now,
from,
in the
like-
last 2 years, look at the people that have come out.
Yeah.
Everybody's got numbers in their names.
Yeah,
Everybody.
but everyone was doing that before.
No,
like.
but not to that
man.
level.
People were
I'm
doing
saying,
that before.
I'm
They
saying
were.
not to that level. There's an extent to it. Everyone was doing it. Yeah.
Yo, Dizzy Rascal at the what was it 2012 Olympics wore an E3 jacket.
That's
his
a
postcode.
brand.
E3.
No,
that's
postcode.
Bo.
Postcode,
Bo
yeah,
E3.
but we're talking
That's
about
his number, like.
all right, so and so from the blah 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 from the
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
exactly.
There's even people in
Yeah, but
in
like,
Manchester.
what, like, hold on.
Even I'm repping it, yo.
Yeah, but what?
Addicts
what,
on the 12, you get me?
What we mean by legacy defining is like this is one because for me, Views was commercially super successful.
Yeah.
But I don't think Drake got the response from the people that he wanted. Like,
Definitely, I'll
it
give
was
you that.
super-
But I would say his
it
legacy
was
one.
super, hold on, let me
Yeah,
make
yeah.
my point. It was super commercially successful, and then because there weren't like the too many bangers that you play in the club kind of thing. Like I don't.
Yeah,
think
yeah, it
he
was
got
more
the
of a slow-
response
yeah,
from
yeah,
the streets. It
yeah,
was
definitely.
more like. It was commercially super successful.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
there's no denying that.
There's no denying that,
He
definitely.
went platinum in like a week. Like the numbers were stupid.
I'll
like,
say-
the streams were crazy.
No.
This is more of an album that musically, I feel like he doesn't need to do anything for the next year and he'll be fine.
Nah.
This is why I say
Nah.
I'll give
Nah,
it 3
nah.
months and then
3
people.
months.
Yeah,
People
yeah,
will start
yeah,
listening to
yeah.
it. I swear.
Nah, I'm
And
telling you.
I'm just
but
saying 3
that-
months
that
because of
doesn't
the
make it
name
legacy.
Drake. If it wasn't for Drake, that household name, I'll say 2 months.
See, I
Yeah, but that's
disagree,
not
'cause
part
even
of the
if you
legacy.
listen to like what's the last track called?
Yeah, I like that
Do
trust.
Not
I like that.
Disturb. Like he references the fact that he's going to tell
Yeah,
you about
he
his
can-
life in 2018 because he knows this is it. Like, this is the project that I think, like PK said, it's legacy defining, and then like there's something literally for everyone. Like he can go anywhere in the globe, and there's something on this album that he can play that will go on.
Yeah, but we're saying like, yeah, maybe in 3 months' time people get bored. I'm talking 20 years' time.
Are you crazy?
People will be like,
Are
yo,
you high?
No. Listen,
People won't see it.
people are like, yo, who is it that made hip hop or like grime or whatever big in the
Big in
UK?
UK.
It was Drake who did that.
Oh, no,
and
yeah,
this
US.
is the project that
Big in the
symbolizes
US, you
it.
mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
big in the US and the UK, in fact. Like, because
Oh,
people,
easy, bro. It's
people,
our music, innit? Can't
no,
be big in the UK.
but people in the
I'm
UK,
confused.
people in the UK weren't fully behind the UK music until he was as well.
I'll
he's
say,
part
I'll
of
say,
that.
he
He is part of the shift. It's a cultural shift, and he's leading it.
He had something to do with it.
Yeah, he had something to
Grime
do
was
with it.
going to do what Grime was going to
Will
do.
do.
regardless.
No, it was, but
I'd
he's
give that more to
accelerated.
Skepta than I would to
Yeah,
Drake.
Skepta as well.
no,
but
I'll give that more
Drake
to
helped
Stormzy.
Skepta with that.
Liaising.
I'll give that more to Stormzy, to be honest.
Fair point.
I'll say Skepta.
Yeah,
I'll say,
Skepta
I'll
did
say,
it.
no, I'll say, do you know why I say Stormzy? Because Skepta got the cosign from Drake.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's more, but Stormzy didn't get nothing. Stormzy got, what, is it gold by himself?
Yeah,
That's
yeah, I get
that's
that.
crazy.
Like it's like Stormzy went out and done it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Skepta went out and done it, and
But-
then brought someone
there
back
you go,
to
there
the
you
UK
go.
and say, "Yo, I'm not the only one that's banging."
true.
You know what I mean? Look at Section Boys.
No, I think
Look at blah, blah, blah.
Skepta,
You know
to
what
be
I mean?
fair, is above.
He's the king for me.
He's
like,
above
yeah.
any
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
approach. You can't say
the king.
anything bad about Skepta.
Yeah, definitely
So where are we? Let's get back to like more life then. Like
Yo,
in terms of
If we're talking about legacy, sorry to cut you, but
Yeah.
yo, I'm looking at the Views out like track list. I say the Views was the one that started the UK, like, you know what I mean, UK effing with US.
oh yeah.
You know what I mean, with the one dance
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah.
I class as a legendary like movement. You know what I mean? My man brought back. We went back.
Yeah, so
Like,
this is like
he took
so,
us
yeah,
back.
So then
He started.
Yeah,
her
that was
no,
definitely true, yeah.
It's not that he started her career. He rebirthed it.
But you have to bear in mind,
This is where
That's
we
separate.
say like more life as a project is legacy defining.
Yeah,
because
Dan.
You started it, and more life has just certified.
But to be honest,
the
it
fact
wasn't
that-
even Views
don't
because
know
he
how.
put that as a single, and he put it onto Views.
Oh yeah.
So there's a
No,
difference.
but here's the thing: like we have to come back to more life. It is legacy defining. I don't see how you can disagree.
But you have to.
Can I say?
It,
I'll
Right.
say Views.
No, yo, the thing with More Life is that like Drake is a trendsetter as well. So he's done this where it's an album and it is completely marketed towards a UK audience in the way Skepta's is to a US audience. All the rest of the US rappers, all the rest of the US artists are gonna do the same. They'll market it
They're
towards
start
us.
getting involved with
so
gigs.
there's a cultural shift.
And that's another thing as
This
well.
is the
Like,
centre.
the reason why it's legacy defining for me as well. Like he did a universal radio release. Like you had people, like everyone from anywhere in the world listening, like crowded around like their phones or their radio. Like the rollout was just sick. Like you don't like it's just reminiscent of like the golden age where like the radio was so important. Like you had everyone. Like I was listening to it with DJ Academics. Like you don't get that kind of rollout. That's why I say it's legacy defining, because he's brought, like, obviously the internet has made the world smaller, but like More Life has made the world so much, like people in America are listening to gigs, bro. Like mainstream America is listening to Hollow, man. Like, come on, man.
Like the fact that we're seeing gigs you couldn't even get his own tour together after that album.
Yeah, exactly.
Is at
Being
that
booked
O2,
for major shows. And,
exactly.
come
That's
on, man.
mad.
Like, it's legacy defining. There's no other way to describe it.
I get that.
But not his legacy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What do you mean?
It's not Drake's legacy.
Thank
That's
you.
not.
Why
Drake's.
is it not Drake's legacy?
Because he's doing something for UK rather than
exactly.
himself. That's not going to
Yeah.
benefit him.
Yeah, it's like he's the
What do you
fairy
mean? Of
godmother,
course it's
isn't
gonna
he?
do.
How's it
no
gonna?
harm.
It's not really. He could.
Why?
He could still do what he's doing. He doesn't have to do none of
Yeah,
that.
that's like saying Wiley's legacy's not grime because he could do what he's doing. Like he's
Why did he start grime? I'm
Yes,
saying that's
now we're going into the
that's
person
different.
who created grime.
Yeah, that's
No,
different.
No, he didn't
I
even
don't
do
want to
it.
get
No,
like,
we're
yeah,
not getting into that.
We've
We're
got
not
to
going to
stay on
get into
topic.
that.
Okay, so
check this,
you
that.
disagree. Why do you say it's not legacy defining for Drake?
For Drake is because like Alex said, it's he basically it's like giving your kids a little share of the company in it.
Yeah.
It's not really messing with you until they smack it out and start. You get what I mean? Like if Giggs now drops another album and then it goes gold or platinum, then people will say it's because of Drake, and then that will then come back and say, right, Drake put him there. You get what I mean? Platinum.
Yeah,
touring
but,
around
so
the
how
world,
is that
you get what
not
I mean?
Drake's legacy? I
that
don't.
is Drake's
Not
legacy.
yet.
Okay, let me put it.
Yeah,
Let me
but
make it
it will
simple.
be.
Let me make
It
it
will
simple.
be.
I need
Nah,
someone to
let me
explain
make
this
it
to me.
simple. All right. Okay, I'm an artist now. I've got
Yeah.
100,000 followers on Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now my like someone that I like is from Italy. Yeah. So I'm a UK artist. He's from Italy. He's good artist. Yeah, but he's got small following. He's not really like. But I like his stuff.
Yeah.
And I start mingling with him.
Yeah.
And I say, right, you Italian guys, you got bare. Yeah. I thought it was just pizza and baguettes. You lot got bare things in it, yeah. So then obviously I go, okay, boom, I'm gonna give you a shout out. Jump on my next project. We'll do a collab in it. Boom, I get you to my 100,000 followers.
Yeah.
Out there exposure.
Yeah.
That's not my legacy. My legacy still, I'm the guy who made these paintings in England.
Yeah, but it's not that.
Yeah,
level.
but
it's
it's
a next
not
level.
that.
Now,
It's
now,
a next-
now,
it's a next
that will
level,
help. That
though.
will no, not for him.
Okay.
That will help. That will help.
Of course it is.
Bro, he's always smashing UK. What's him mixing with them gonna achieve for him in terms of getting him more sales?
His legacy.
Like,
That's
his
what
legacy-
we're talking
Not
about.
his.
Right.
You need to understand. That's not his legacy.
Why
That's
is
not
it not his
because
legacy?
that's his legacy is him being Drake and becoming the guy who from Canada went to USA, became number one and started smashing everything out. And he smashed UK.
Worldly
Then
music.
he
no?
made a
Yeah, but he
Let
made
me
worldly
try-
music
Like,
before.
who single-handedly
Yeah.
has brought the world together like Drake?
Yeah, but that's got nothing to do with UK. What's that got to
Yeah,
do with
it's-
UK?
it is.
What do you mean?
How
Of
is
course
that
it's
got-
'Cause that's part of it.
So you're telling me- no,
album is
listen.
heavily UK focused.
Yeah, but that does not mean that's his legacy.
Yeah, but it is
His legacy is part of his legacy in terms of what he's created.
Yeah.
But his legacy is him becoming who he is, the world pop star, which is what he's done beforehand. He
Yeah,
didn't have
that's
to do
an
this
aspect of it.
before More Life. He was already that.
Let me try and
So-
fix it all together because everything's like shattered around.
Yeah, go
It's like Wiley as an example. You get what I mean? He brought certain mans on at that stage. He wasn't classed as a legend because he didn't know that what he was doing was legendary. You get what I mean? Now all of his little prodigies, Chip, blah blah blah, this
Dizzy
Rex
Rascal.
and all of that. Everyone is smacking it. You get what I mean?
That's his legacy.
And that's his legacy.
Yeah, exactly.
So
That's what I'm saying about
I'm
Drake.
saying Drake won't be classed as that yet until Dave obviously Skepta's already there, Gigs and whoever he's effing with from the UK is up there to his level.
That's
But
more of
they
a
will,
point.
they will, they
That's
will.
more of a point. But still, it's like I'm already number one. Wiley, you can't say Wiley was number one. In my opinion, you can't say you can't say he was number one.
He's at number one.
Wait, we're talking
For
about
me,
when
still,
he
that's
used
what
to
I'm saying.
pick up,
And there was like those,
when he used to pick up like Gets,
and Chipmunk and all them, I get that, I get that.
Classed as a legend.
I know,
He wasn't classed as-
but he wasn't classed as great. Then no one really knew him. Like he was still on the come up as well. He was obviously to a certain extent, but he was still. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's different. When you're talking mainstream and you're talking urban, that's two different lanes. Drake is already mainstream before More Life. There's no added benefit in terms of promotion or like sales wise in terms of
Exactly.
that.
So
but
why is he doing
because he likes the music. He's a fan of the music.
Because it's
And
his
he's
legacy.
Nah.
That's why he's doing it.
No,
Because
it's
what
not,
more has he got to
man.
gain? He's got all the money in the world.
Okay,
That's
hold
like
on.
his
One
legacy.
simple question.
Okay, go. How would you
One-
sum up his
one
legacy?
simple question.
Sum up his legacy.
How do we judge kings like in history or like even you've mentioned Wiley? Let me not say kings. Wiley is
From what they've achieved,
and their influence on people in general.
but from what they've achieved.
And
Yeah,
their influence.
but their influence on
Yeah,
people.
yeah, of
is
course.
a huge
So that's why I
part.
said it's part of it.
If Wiley does not influence as many people as he does, he's not regarded as a godfather of grime.
Yeah, I get that.
Because Dizzy is way more successful than Wiley in terms of like hits, numbers, all that kind of stuff. But he's not regarded as a godfather.
So
of grime.
what would you say? So
my point to where I say Drake's legacy
He's a king.
Is,
solidified this album
Yeah.
is because like the influence he's had on, you could argue Europe, bruv, because UK music at the moment is popping, like, and he's got a huge part to do with that. Like, and whether you say he did it for culture vulturing or he's jumping on the wave, like a lot of these people, Dave, AJ Tracy,
all of them,
Skepta, like the whole UK rap scene, with exceptions to Stormzy, because I don't know, I haven't
He's
seen
an
them
anomaly,
together yet,
man.
for whatever reason, but like his legacy, like the influence he's had on like
okay,
the
what
UK,
I'm not
you
saying,
can't deny it.
but his legacy is not UK. It's
No, it's
worldly.
not UK, but
yes,
what
worldly,
he's done
worldly
has
music.
made, like, because like there's no denying that we're on a wave at the moment.
Yeah,
like,
of course,
UK
of course,
is,
yeah.
It's not just that genre that we drink tea and what's it called? It's like we're really doing bits internationally now. He's got a huge part to do with that.
Yeah,
And
of
that's
course.
Why I say, like,
but
the
that's
legacy,
why I can't say his legacy is obviously it's part of it. The UK thing's part of it, but you can round it up and say the worldly music.
Yeah.
Because he's obviously had a big influence in Bashment as well.
Yeah.
Obviously with
views.
Exactly, doing Popcorn and all
saying,
them guys.
just saying
So you can
views.
I'm not saying it's not part of it, but I'm saying that's not his old legacy. Like when you say someone's legacy, that's okay. I remember him from doing that. That's not what I would say. I say his achievements, but obviously him bringing people through and creating that worldly music that everyone can kind of listen to and give influence to is part of it.
But I think what and I probably want to end on this because I think we've been talking for way too long. But the reason why I'd say like because like the UK at the moment, we're having a moment, bro. Like. For even like the BBC to come out and say like we're going to start supporting more homegrown stuff as opposed to like the international stuff, it's like there's a moment that you can't really describe that's happening in the UK with regards to all of our music. Like Ed Sheeran's phenomenally huge. Like if you actually, you could argue you look at maybe the top 10 artists, 3 or 4 of them, maybe even up to 5 of them will probably be from the UK. Like we're having a huge moment, so.
In the world?
I would say so.
How many?
Adele.
From the UK?
Yeah. Adele.
Right.
1D. Like they had their little moment. Maybe not now.
You can't even.
Ed Sheeran is huge.
But that's different because there was always been big British pop stars.
Yeah, I know,
or whatever.
but like not dominating the way we are.
At one point,
I would say so. I would say so, bro. Yeah, I would say so. Spice Girls,
Beatles,
there's been bare people, bro.
We was dominating.
Yeah, but not to
bro,
the way
like
it is
yes.
now. Like, not like Ed Sheeran smacking it out of the park. He's doing stadiums on his own.
Okay, what
like
I would say,
American
not at the
stadiums,
same
not
time. Not at
English
the same.
stadiums.
Not at the same time.
Like, not at the same time. There hasn't been. We've always had the Beatles and what's it called. But like I said, if if you were to drum up like the top 10, I don't have the facts with me now.
Yeah,
If anyone
they'll
can
be
help
they're
us out
about
with that.
they'll be like
I would
3.
say at least a quarter of them would be English artists.
Yeah, but you look
what
everywhere
about
as
from
well.
from the culture then. I'm
Yeah.
talking about
Yeah,
from the
like,
grime
what's-
culture.
Like, obviously, like, you're not going to compete. But in terms of actual influence, what's happening in grime now is unbelievable. Like, a grime album's #1.
Can we
Stormzy's
say
on-
about Gyalchester as well? Like, my point was that it's not the fact that he's just pointed at Manchester and said, "Oh, Gyal" or whatever. It's the fact
Sorry.
that Spooky, DJ Spooky from Mode FM, like, you have to be a proper grimer to know about that. He invented it, and he's been saying it for time. That's Drake saying, "Yo, I'm fully listening to
everything that's
everything.
going on."
I'm listening to the underground." Like, that's what it is. It's not like the track's not even that good in my opinion.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Drake, if
nah.
you're listening. Listen to my show, yeah. Get on there. We're welcoming you on Pi Radio. You can see the setup and all of that. But like, honestly, like that's him showing that he's
That he's
looking at the
included.
Why did it
underground.
next
Like,
week?
that's
That'd
the
be jokes.
influence that grime has now.
Alright, yeah, we should just end it here, man. We've been talking for ages, but
Conclusion.
we've got two. I don't know. Conclusion for me is that this is a legacy-defining album.
Conclusion to me, that he will earn his legacy once everything that he set out now has actually blossomed, and I think Views is better than, like, more legendary than this.
Okay.
More life.
I think
Take Care.
Take Care is more legendary than this.
No, there's no denying that in terms of a
music.
classic album, but like we're talking about more life, innit? So
Yeah, I'm gonna say in terms of the music, it could have been better, especially with Drake's, like, the things at his disposal. But as, like, in terms of his legacy and all the bits around it and the significance of every track and the whole album itself, this is #1 for me, like,
okay,
of the decade.
Adex.
I would say his legacy is based upon him showing homage and giving exposure to what he just generally likes. So that's from bashment to UK to grime to whatever he wants to play.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think More Life is phenomenal. If you haven't heard it, make sure you check it out. And yeah, listen to it in its entirety. Don't skip tracks like these guys here. Yeah.
I listened to it all.
Put it on shuffle,
That's
man.
not me.
Just put it on
We're out,
shuffle.
people. We've had our little chat. Obviously, drop yours in the comments. Let us know what you think. Is this a legacy-defining album, like we said? Obviously, we're kind of split in the room, but yeah, I love it. PK loves it, and 2 people disagree, basically. So
We DJ Win signing up. Now I'm joking.
we're done, people. We're done.